Mysteries of Asia, the show where we delve into the most chilling and perplexing tales and mysteries in Asia. I'm your host, Sneaky Sushii, and today's story has intrigued me for a very long time. We're talking about Mona Fandey, the real-life witch killer of Malaysia. Yes, she is a true witch. She is a real-life witch caught on tape and sentenced. What's the story behind that? This is one of Malaysia's most infamous and disturbing cases, the story of Mona Fandey. Buckle up because this tale is not for the faint of hearts. And I know about the Mona Fandey house as well in Malaysia. I've actually wanted to visit that house in my ghost hunting adventures.
Already being demolished.
Oh, it's demolished already? Okay, never mind. We'll be right back. That's the curse of Mona Fandey. We haven't even gotten into the story yet. She's still alive. But before we get into this chilling tale, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Casetify. Sponsors help keep our channel alive and help us continue making content for you guys. So a big thank you to Casetify for sponsoring today's show. This case is their new innovation, the Ultra Bounce Case. Casetify's most protective case, perfect for life on the go. It is durable and multifunctional with various attachment methods. You can wear it as a sling, a wrist strap, or hook it onto your clothes, all thanks to the G-hook clasp and the dual lobster clasp designed for a secure hold. With the expanded Ultra Bounce corners, it has a 10-meter drop protection, 10 times military grade standard, 6-layered 360-degree protection so that your phone is fully protected for clumsy users, and it features the Tesla lock design. And you guys can get this case just in time for the new Apple iPhone 16 that is dropping soon. Very nice, very sleek. This is me trying it on over here. Look at me, I'm so sexy. Wow, this phone case, this phone strap, very amazing. Yeah, very functional, multiple ways to use it, and the strap is actually very sturdy. Yeah, it's pretty damn sturdy, man. Very robust design. I like this little carabiner thing over here. Very versatile, very functional. I also have one on my iPhone 15. You can click the link in the description for 10% off on Casetify. Thank you, Casetify, for sponsoring this video. Our story begins with a woman named Noor Mazna binti Ismail, better known by her stage name Mona Fandey. Born in 1956, Mona started singing and dancing at a very young age and was an aspiring pop singer in Malaysia. Any Malaysians watching this, have you guys seen or heard Mona Fandey performing on TV? She was an aspiring pop singer in Malaysia during the 1980s and even released her debut album titled Diana in 1987. We'll have a listen at one of her singles later on. Her husband, Muhammad Noor Afandi Abdul Rahman, endorsed and funded her career, booking several TV appearances, but her music career never really took off. However, Mona was still determined to find fame and fortune, and she would stop at nothing to achieve it. Here is footage of Mona Fandey performing the song Ratapan Anak, and it can still be found on YouTube. Let's have a listen. I don't know if it's because I have context of her, but her face already looks like a witch, man. She looks like a freaking witch, eh? I don't know if it's plastic surgery or what, but her face has a very uncanny structure to it. I can see why her music career didn't take off. Turning to witchcraft. Mona's life took a turn when she decided to reinvent herself as a witch doctor after her failing music career, also known as a bomo. And bomos are quite well known in many parts of Asia, especially Southeast Asia and in Malaysia. Along with her husband Muhammad Noor Afandi Abdul Rahman and their assistant Juraimi Hassan, Mona began offering her services to those seeking wealth, power and success. She claimed to possess supernatural abilities and she managed to attract a lot of high-profile clients. Traditionally, in the 1990s in Malaysia, shamans and bomos were extremely popular with the rich and famous, including local politicians seeking an advantage over their rivals at election times. It's funny how even like the elites are, prone to these kind of things. I guess people would do anything for wealth, power and fame, right? By providing services to wealthy clients, Mona was able to fund a luxurious lifestyle of staying in 5-star hotels and owning several expensive cars from brands such as Jaguar, Mercedes-Benz and BMW. Wow, I think I should also become a bomo. Like, quite hot, quite shiok, you can earn so much money. Actually, it reminds me of all those feng shui masters, like a lot of spiritual practitioners whenever they have high-profile clients, they just need one guy to listen to their advice and make it big. and what, and then the high-profile clients will shower you with niceties.
Singapore in history is quite related to feng shui also. Actually, what I heard was Lee Kuan Yew also believed in feng shui quite a bit.
He would hire feng shui masters to build like MBS, the Singapore Flyer, like fortune flows into the city, that kind of thing. Take it as you will, whether you believe it or not. If it works, it works. But at what cost? It is said that Mona even owns several mansions throughout Malaysia. Wow, very big. Probably one of the biggest bomos and shamans back then. By this time, Mona Fandey has been known in the country as a witch doctor extraordinaire. And this caught the attention of a particularly curious individual keen to boost his own career in the political realm. Intrigued by tales and stories surrounding Mona Fandey, in 1993, a high-profile client entered Mona's life, Datuk Mazlan Idris, a state assemblyman from Pahang, offering her 500,000 ringgit and 10 land titles in exchange. What? Oh, she must be damn good lah. Like, her aura is so powerful that someone is willing to give her 10 land titles, 10 land deeds, and 500,000 ringgit. Roughly 200k, 250k Singapore dollars. A lot of money. The crime. Mazlan was desperate for political advancement and approached Mona for help. She convinced him that she could grant him invincibility and immense power through a special ritual. But what Mazlan didn't know was that he was walking into a deadly trap. Mona also claimed he would be invincible if he wore a talisman comprising a tongkat and a songkok supposedly owned by Sukarno, the first president of Indonesia. Mazlan was prepared to pay a massive amount of money for the service. So 500,000 upfront, and then if the ritual worked, he would give the 10 land titles. Make sure it works first, then you pay. In July 1993, Mazlan arrived at Mona's house and the ritual began, with Mona telling Mazlan to lay on the floor and close his eyes while placing flowers around him. After this, she told him to watch the money fall from the sky, and her assistant, Juraimi Hassan, beheaded Mazlan with an axe before the trio dismembered his body into 18 parts and buried it in the storeroom of an unfinished house in Mona's property, 6 feet deep in a pit covered with cement. Very gruesome murder. Poor guy, he was expecting money, but he just got beheaded, and it is said that she took 3 strikes to sever his head. Pa. Mazlan's family reported him missing, and the police launched an investigation. Mona was reported to have even gone on a shopping spree in Kuala Lumpur, where she bought a new Mercedes-Benz and also bought a new cell phone, gold jewelry, sofas, kitchen cabinets, a TV, and a video recorder. Wow, this woman splurging money, man. All items were paid in cash. On 15 July 1993, Mona even checked into Tung Shin Hospital for plastic surgery on her face, forehead, and nose. Wow, she's just going on a spending spree after committing a gruesome murder. On the 13th of July 1993, Juraimi Hassan, the couple's assistant, was arrested for an unrelated drug consumption offence after questioning him at Dong Police Station on 22nd July 1993. Mazlan's dismembered and partially skinned body was discovered by the Royal Malaysia Police.
Technically, if he wasn't arrested, the police, they may never even find the body.
Police also found an altar and statues of deities, as well as knives and an axe at the scene. The trial and the verdict. The trial that followed captured the nation's attention. On 3rd of August 1993, Mona, Effendi and Juraimi were charged in the Rao Magistrates Court with the murder of Mazlan. They pleaded not guilty and were tried at the Temerloh High Court by a 7-person jury. So she even pleaded not guilty, even though her assistant already confessed to the crime. A total of 70 witnesses were called and 295 exhibits tendered. Throughout the trial from December 1994 until February 1995, Mona maintained a bizarre and almost theatrical demeanor. She often smiled and posed for the cameras, seemingly unbothered by the gravity of the charges against her. And she also dressed extravagantly with bright and colorful designs on her dress. She still has that very pop star mentality about her, even after being caught. She was seen constantly smiling, as though she enjoyed the attention. She was also seen to have given a remark, "Looks like I have many fans." This behavior earned her the nickname the Smiling Witch.
She enjoyed the attention that the nation and the media is giving her, and also she finally got the fame that she was yearning for.
She wanted to be a pop star, couldn't make it. Now she's famous for something diabolical. One of the most chilling confessions made by Juraimi, the assistant, was, "I chopped his neck 3 times to separate the head from the body. I also cut Mazlan's body into pieces before burying his remains. In 1995, the court found Mona, Afandi and Juraimi guilty of murder and sentenced them to death by hanging. Deputy Public Prosecutor Zakaria Sam asserted that Mona and Noor Afandi had murdered Mazlan for his money, pointing out how they went on a shopping spree the day after he disappeared. Withdrawals made by Mazlan and evidence showed that Mona and Noor Afandi had paid for their purchases in 1,000 ringgit notes. Prosecutor Zakaria said that the murder of Mazlan was premeditated, with the victim being lured to a secluded location for what he believed to be a black magic ritual designed to enhance his political career during the upcoming elections. However, when he dropped his guard and was at his most vulnerable, he was ruthlessly killed instead. We did some digging online and it was also speculated that Mona did this as a human sacrifice in black magic for fame and money. But this is just all speculations, it's rumor. It's like a genie in a bottle kind of wish. When you wish for something from a genie, the genie will grant you something, but at what cost? Usually a very terrible cost. And yeah, Mona Fandey did get her wish. She got fame, but at the expense of murdering a politician. It is also speculated that Mona had killed Mazlan because of a land deal gone wrong, and Mona had sought to seek revenge by killing Mazlan. But all this is just speculation. Speaking to reporters after the sentence was handed down, Mona stated, "I am happy with the decision and I thank Malaysians," before blowing kisses to a crowd of bystanders. Wow, it's so psycho I don't get it. She's not afraid of death. Despite numerous appeals, the verdict remained unchanged. It was also reported that Mona's final words before her execution in 2001 were, "I will never die. My soul will live on forever, even after my demise." How does she do it? I also want to live on even after I die. And even while saying her last words, she was still calm and smiling. The case left a lasting impact on Malaysia, serving as a chilling reminder of the dangers of blind faith and the dark depths of human greed. The Mona Fandey affair was one of the last jury trials to be conducted in Malaysia. The sensational nature of the case contributed toward the government's decision to discontinue the jury system. All trials by jury were abolished on 1st January 1995. In the aftermath of Mazlan's murder, Mona was also suspected by police to have been linked to other unrelated serious crimes, such as involvement in the disappearance of 5 housemates who worked for her at various times during the late 1980s. So 5 housemates that worked for her all disappeared, all went missing. It's fucking sus, dude. Additionally, the remains of a family of 3, Tan Kim Han, his wife, and their 5-month-old son, whose dismembered and mutilated bodies were discovered buried at 2 different sites in Kemaman district in early August 1993, were identified as former followers of Mona who had also mysteriously disappeared a couple of years earlier. And it was later revealed that Mona's husband, Noor Afandi, owns those plots of land. These were the evidence of Mona being related to these crimes, but it was never really confirmed, right? Just speculation, just very uncanny coincidences. Who knows how many other people she may have sacrificed for her fame and money. And that is the story of Mona Fandey. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. And thank you Castify for sponsoring today's video. Check out the link in the description for 10% off on Castify. And I'll see you guys next week. Mysteries of Asia! Mysteries of Asia! Okay, bye.